Good evening. Again, the 45,000 dealers who serve you with Fire Chief gasoline and other Texaco products present His Honor, the Mayor of Texaco Town, Eddie Cantor.
Hello, Jimmy. Jimmy!
Yeah?
Jimmy, look at the crowd out front. Who are those people?
Eddie, that's the Citizens Committee. They came here to welcome you back. Look at the banners they're carrying. Welcome, Mayor Cantor. Welcome back to Texaco Town.
Jimmy, that's wonderful. I'm so thrilled I hardly know what to say.
Mayor's back.
Mayor Cantor, how does it feel to be back?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be back?
Tell us.
Well, listen, and I'll tell you. We're back from New York, and there's no use in talking. We all had a wonderful stay. But your demonstration for me at the station makes me want to yell, hip hooray. But before I hand you my report, let me sing you some verses I brought. Oh, Mae West was to be here. She couldn't appear here. She's having a nervous breakdown. She found out her Romeo had a family at Homeo.
Who?
The mayor of Texaco Town. The ex-king and Wally are now feeling jolly. For real love, he gave up the crown. There's no use to hide it. Who helped him decide it?
Who?
The mayor of Texaco Town. A hint I am dropping when you do your shopping. There's one guy you shouldn't let down. Just tell Mr. Santa to get this for Cantor.
What?
Shirt size 15, socks 10 and a half, ties all solid color, studs and cufflinks for evening wear, platinum or pearls, not too expensive, sweaters of Angaro wool, some homemade cookies, a fountain pen that won't leak, a little manicure set, toilet water shouldn't smell too sweet, a robe size B, not too gaudy, for the mayor of Texaco Town. Friends, I thank you.
Did you enjoy your trip? Tell us about New York.
Oh, there's only one New York, and do they make improvements every day. I remember years ago, you'd go into the subway, it was so crowded, you'd have to hang on to a strap, but not now. Now you never get a chance for the strap. They knock you right down, I'm telling you. And I sat there, by accident, I got a seat. I sat there reading a newspaper, and the guy gave me the darndest wallop in the jaw. I said, say, mister. He says, what's the idea of turning the page before I finish reading it? I finally started to take out a taxi cab, you know. And as we were crossing Fifth Avenue in a taxi cab, there was Jack Renaud. He started across the street, and the taxi driver almost run him over. The taxi driver said to Renaud, hey, why don't you look where you're going? Renaud says, why don't you drive around me? And the taxi driver says, what, and run out of gas?
That's all right. You know something, Mayor? You must have had some experiences in New York.
Well, all I can say...
Wait a minute, Eddie. Why don't you let me say something?
Jimmy, I forgot all about you. Where have you been?
Well, I've been standing here all this time without saying a word.
No wonder I didn't recognize you. You had your mouth shut.
Listen, Eddie, I think I'm entitled to say a few words. After all, I was a big hit in New York.
Jimmy, if you were such a big hit, why is it that when I left, over 100,000 people came down to the station to say goodbye?
Yeah? Well, to tell you the truth, the people came down to see me off.
Yeah?
And did I have a time getting away from them?
Mm-hmm.
I had to jump over a trunk and run up the stairs, scale over a roof, and climb down a pole. Can you picture that?
Yeah, some picture. Tarzan escapes.
Attaboy, Mayor, attaboy. That's telling them.
Go on, Eddie, you're just jealous. If I wasn't so popular, why did you bring me back with you?
Jimmy, my wife insisted on it.
Yeah?
Look at the wire that Ida sent me. Look.
Well, read it to me. What'd she say?
She said, dear Eddie, broke the heel on my shoe. Can't replace it here. Please bring back the lowest heel you can find. So you see, Jimmy?
Mayor Cantor.
Yes?
I'm the spokesman for the Citizens Committee, and we'd like to give you a little present, but don't know what to get.
Well, there's nothing I really need. I've got everything, but I just came from the train. Right now, I'm a bit hungry and would like a sandwich. Oh, for that matter, a piece of bread and butter.
A piece of bread and butter?
Yeah.
Here you are, Mayor.
Say, wait a minute. You just gave me a can of Fire Chief gasoline.
It may be Fire Chief to everybody else, but it's bread and butter to you, Cantor.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Mayor, you must have plenty of work to do, so we'll leave. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to all of you.
Now, Eddie,
Yeah.
while we're alone, I do want to thank you for the lovely check you gave me as a Christmas gift.
Oh, that's all right, kid. Wait till you see Parky Carcass's present.
Yeah? Say, where is that guy?
He's outside trimming the Christmas tree. Bring in the tree, Parky. Come on, bring in the tree, will you, Parky? Parker! Listen, I asked you to trim the tree, and look, you took all the branches off.
Yeah, I trimmed the tree like you trimmed me.
How do you mean I trimmed you?
A fine Christmas present you give me. 2 cans of French automobile polish.
2 cans of French automobile polish?
Yes, Simonize.
Yeah. I was kidding, Parker-Carcass. Here is a check for you, too. Here you are, Parker-Carcass.
The pleasure is obnoxious.
Yep. Obnoxious, so are you.
This is no time for compliments.
Yep, quiet, will you please? Well, what do you really want for Christmas?
Say, how's about some pajamas?
Well, there are all kinds. What would you like in pajamas?
Jean Hollow.
Yep. Go away from me. You want Jean Hollow for Christmas?
Listen, I'm not particular. I'll take her for the 4th of July, too.
Well, make up your mind. You can't have Miss Hollow for Christmas. Be satisfied with what you got.
Yeah, all I got is a check from you and this suit from my brother.
Yeah?
And I don't like it because the shoulders hurt me.
You lummox, it should hurt you. You forgot to take out the hanger. Look at it.
Maybe that's why they hang me up in the closet every night.
Oh, get out of here, will you? Get out of here, will you, please? Come in, Deanna. Deanna, darling, come on in.
Yeah? I'm so thrilled with the check you sent to my house.
Oh, you deserve it, honey.
Thank you. But I don't know what sort of a present to give you.
Deanna, you might give me something in gold.
In gold? What?
Well, let's hear that golden voice of yours, and that's present enough for all of us. Go ahead and sing. Deanna, here are some extra gifts for everybody, right out there in the bag.
My goodness, Mayor. You must have done a lot of shopping.
Shopping. Let me tell the people what I've done here about shopping. I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Thanksgiving, the football season, usually ends around Thanksgiving. That is, they don't play in the stadium anymore. Then they start playing in the department store. I want to tell you something. I spent the best years of my life in Mae's department store yesterday. You don't know what goes on there. The hours are from 9 to 6. You get your package at 9 and you get your change at 6. Oh, the pushing, the crowding, the shoving. I went to the silk counter to get 20 yards of silk from Mrs. Cantor. That's where I was tackled, on the 20-yard line. Oh. And then finally I got my stuff, and I went over to the toy department. I was standing in the toy department, and a little kid was in his mother's arms, stuck his finger in my eye. I hollered, ouch! And the kid says, Mama, get me that Popeye. It squeaks. And when I got all my packages, I couldn't get out of the store. I could not get out. I didn't know how to get out. Finally, I saw one old man there. I said, Mister, how do you get out? I've been here for 3 hours. He says, 3 hours? I've been here since November the 4th. He said, I don't even know who's been elected. Then I found the place. I sneaked through a basement, finally got to the revolving doors, and as I started to push the revolving doors, the lady said to me, Sonny, don't push the door so hard. I turned to her. I said, Sonny, says I. I said, Madam, I'm the father of 5 daughters. She said, what? I said, I'm the father of 5 daughters. She said, will you repeat that? I said, not if I can help it. Hello, Poppy.
Hello, say Eddie Mantelpiece.
Yes.
You gave all the people presents. Now we got a surprise for you.
A surprise?
Yeah, shut your mouth.
No, you mean shut my eyes.
No, shut your mouth and don't open till Christmas.
Get out of here, will you, please? If I did, it might please you. But what about the 45,000 Texaco dealers from coast to coast?
Oh, here's a Christmas telegram they sent you.
Oh, they did? All right, read
Yeah.
it. Read it to me, Poppy.
All right. Says the 45,000.
You mean 45,000. Why do you say oh?
Because you're standing on my foot.
All right. Go on with the message and read it right this time.
All right, the 22,500 dealers.
Wait a minute, hold it. It's 45,000 dealers. Where do you get 22,500?
Right here, it says on behalf of the 45,000 dealers. That's 22,500.
All right, go ahead and read the message. Go on.
On behalf of the 45,000 Texaco dealers, we send our sourest fish and potatoes.
Sourest fish and potatoes.
Yeah,
where does it say that?
Can't you read right here?
Right here. It says sincerest felicitations. Sourest fish and potatoes. Get out of here, will you, please? Get out of here and learn to talk English.
What, and lose my job on this program?
Yep. Jimmy, look at the lovely wire the Texaco dealer sent me.
Say, that is nice of them.
Yep.
But if you have to remember all of them for Christmas, what are you going to do about it?
Well, it would be difficult. Say, wait a minute. Doggone it, I've got it.
Got what?
A present. Not only for the Texaco dealers, but for the citizens of Texaco Town and our friends from one end of the country to the other.
One present for all of them?
Yes. I'll put on a show at our Civic Auditorium next Sunday night, and we'll broadcast it to the whole country. The Texaco Town Follies. Bobby Breen, Deanna Durbin, Parker Carkers, Jimmy Wallington, Jack Renard, Eddie Cantor. Special lyrics and music and guest stars who will thrill the radio audience. Renard, strike up the band while I go out and prepare for the Texaco Town Follies.
Jack Renard and his orchestra bring you some of Jerome Kern's most popular melodies.
that was great, Jack. Jimmy, I want you to promise me something.
What is it, Eddie?
Please promise not to say anything tonight about Fire Chief Gasoline. We've got to prepare the Texaco Town Follies.
Oh, now, wait a minute,
It's
Eddie.
all right, Jimmy. After all, people know what a fine gasoline Fire Chief is. They know it was made for fire engines and ambulances. They know that it gives lightning action, starts livelier pickup, and greater power. So please, just this once, don't say anything about Fire Chief, Jimmy.
But, Eddie, I've got to sell our gasoline.
Don't worry, Jimmy. I'll fix that for you. Ladies and gentlemen, do me this favor, will you? Try a tank full of Fire Chief. After all, it doesn't cost any more than the gasoline you're using right now. And I know that once you've tried it, you'll thank me by using it all the time. Just drop in at any one of the 45,000 Texaco service stations and dealers from coast to coast. Do it tonight or in the morning. All right, Jimmy?
Okay, Eddie.
See?
Now let's get to work on the Texaco Town Follies.
I've started already. I've advertised for the most versatile actor in town. A man who can do anything. Salary, no object.
Say, Eddie, there's a gentleman to see you now.
Oh, maybe it's him. Yes, come right in, sir. Just tell me, what is it, mister?
How do you do? You're Mayor Cantor?
That's right.
Did you advertise for an actor to sing, dance, play musical instruments, and perform character roles?
Oh, yes. Do you sing?
Nope.
Do you dance?
No.
Do you play any instruments?
No, not any.
Do you play character roles?
Nope.
Then tell me, what did you come here for?
I just came to tell you not to depend on me.
All right, out. Come here, Renard. Will you please, Renard?
What is it, Eddie?
Look, someplace in the Texaco Town Follies, I want to do a song like...
Like what?
Like Did You Mean It? I'll sing a couple of choruses, and we'll have a big singing and dancing ensemble next week. But for now, let me give you an idea of the tempo. Go ahead. Did you mean it when you made that mischief dance in your eyes? Did you mean it when it ended in a kiss? Did you mean it when you made me see you stars in the skies? Did you mean it? Was it much too sweet to miss? And did you mean that remark that you whispered in the dark? You said you'd be absolutely on the up and up with me. Did you mean it when you held me while the night drifted by? Did you mean it? Hope you did, 'cause so did I. Did you mean it? You see what I mean, Jack? I'll have 100 girls dancing. Maybe in blackface. You know what I mean? The ensemble right back of me. And orchestrated with the violins playing nice soft. That's it, Jack. You know what I mean? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And did you mean that remark that you whispered in the dark? You said you'd be absolutely on the up and up with me. Did you mean it when you held me while the night drifted by? Did you mean it? Hope you did, 'cause so did I. You see, Jack, when I do a song something like this next week, I'll work in blackface. We'll have the entire company in back of me. Oh, we'll really go to town. But right now, Jimmy, look, I think we ought to rehearse something for the children for next week, Eddie, and for the grown-ups, too.
Well, Eddie, how about Little Red Riding Hood?
Oh, it's been done, but maybe we can give it a little bit of a different twist.
Say, if you're going to do Red Riding Hood, let me play the grandmother.
Yeah, why?
Well, she got it pretty soft. She stays in bed all the time.
Yeah?
You know, she stays in bed on 2 French mattresses.
What? 2 French mattresses?
Yeah, Simmons.
Yep. Get out of here. Simon, Simmons. I suppose she eats French fish. Salmon. Get away from me.
No, but she wears French underwear. Shimmy.
Get away from me, will you, please? A grandma with French underwear. Yeah, but don't forget, Parky, if you're going to play the grandmother, don't forget the wolf comes in and eats you up.
Yeah, but I'm not afraid of the wolf if I got you here, Eddie Scranton.
You're not afraid if I'm around? Why?
Well, ever since I've been on the radio, you've been keeping the wolf from my door.
Listen, Eddie.
Yes, Renard.
Let me play Red Riding Hood.
Yes?
And I'll take the food in a basket to my grandmother's house.
You're going to take the food, huh? When you get to the house, there'll be nothing left but the grandmother.
Say, listen.
Yes?
Why don't you give that Jack Canard really a chance to play?
Jack Canard? The name is Renard. Canard is a steamship line.
What does he look like, a canoe?
Quiet, will you? Jack, I'll tell you what. You play the wolf. Now, let me see how you play the wolf.
All right.
Yeah. Wait a minute, you're snoring. Wait a minute. What kind of a wolf is that?
Oh, I'm a tired wolf.
Don't you understand? You're supposed to be a mad wolf.
I ain't got no reason to be mad. No? I love everybody. I'm a sweet wolf.
Never mind. I'll get Wallington to play the wolf.
Well, I'll play the wolf if you'll play Red Riding Hood.
Okay, I'll play it. But I want Deanna Durbin to play my mother. Now, let's start let's start Little Red Riding Hood.
But I haven't got a part yet.
All right, you play Grandma's house.
A house?
Yeah, you're the only one around here with a front porch. Now, come on, we're going to rehearse the play. Come on.
Come in, Little Red Riding Hood, and take this basket to your grandma. It's filled with jams and jellies.
Jams and jellies?
Yes. For years I've been sending your grandmother jams and jellies.
Gee, Mama, she must be well preserved.
Now, be careful when you go through the woods. Kiss me, Little Red Riding Hood.
All right.
Oh, you scratched my face.
Sorry, Mother, I forgot to shave this morning. And I got a brand new Gillette, too.
You have no Gillette.
I'll certainly have one now after that plug. Goodbye, Mama. To Grandmother's house, I've got to go over the hill and wood. Imagine a guy with a family like mine playing Red Riding Hood. Well, here I am in the woods, and I haven't met one beast.
Hello, little girl. Hello.
The first one.
You're a mighty pretty girl.
Yes?
And I'm hungry.
You say you're hungry?
Yes, all day long I've been eating wood.
Ah, a timber wolf.
Did I understand you to say you were going to your grandmother's house?
I didn't say it yet.
Oh, that's all right. I know the story of Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, you do, huh?
Come on, hurry up, you two. I can't stay in bed all day.
Get away. Quiet, Pocky. We'll get to you in a minute.
What's that horse coming through the woods?
That's nothing. Buck Benny rides again.
Well, so long, Little Red Riding Hood. So long. I'm going to your grandmother's house.
Yeah?
I'll see you later.
Wallington, are you an actor? Grandma! Oh, Grandma! Wait a minute, Renan, what are you doing?
Well, I'm supposed to be the house.
Yeah?
And somebody left the door open.
Yeah, but what is that wee? What is that wee business?
Well, that's the wind going through the house.
Get away from
Ooh!
me.
What are you hitting me in the stomach for?
Quiet, I'm slamming the door. Can't you see that? Grandma!
Hello, little red sliding puss.
Yeah. Grandma, what big eyes you have and how they shine.
Yeah, that's my Simon eyes. I gave him a polish.
Pardon me, Grandma. Wasn't the wolf supposed to eat you?
Well, he came in, he took one look at me, and he was afraid he'd get indigestion.
Indigestion, why?
He said he couldn't stand anything that was made in Greece.
Yep. Oh.
What was that? What fell down?
Yeah, that was Renard. I guess the sketch was so funny it brought the house down. All right, look it.
What?
Party, look it. We can't do a thing like this in the Texaco Town Follies. The whole thing is too crazy.
Say, how's about it if I would sing about the movie stars?
Wait a minute. You're a singer?
I could sing as good as that 25-cent singer.
Which 25-cent singer?
Lawrence Stubitz.
Yep. Renard, brush yourself off and give him a little music, will you?
Since I met Greta Garbo, she don't want to be alone. I gave the air to Dietrich and Simone.
Not Simone.
Jean Harlow says I'm heaven. Mae West is always on my phone. Joan Crawford tried to date me because I got so much tone. They send me presents.
No.
They pay for every meal. Can I help it?
Can you help what?
If I was born with sex appeal.
You'll never go to heaven lying this way out loud.
Who wants to go to heaven? You can't park your carcass on a cloud.
Park your carcass, that was swell. We'll do some kind of a parody next week in the Texaco Town Follies. Ladies and gentlemen, listen in next Sunday night to the Texaco Town Follies, our Christmas present to you. And you know, my friends, honestly, we have so much. We have so much to be thankful for this Christmas. When you read the newspapers every day, and you watch the newsreels, and you learn of these dictators in foreign lands working feverishly day and night, getting ready to pour millions of sons of mothers into war, honestly, we ought to go down on our knees every night and thank God that we are Americans living in America, a land of the free, where Santa Claus comes every single day in the year. I saw one of the nicest demonstrations of the Christmas spirit last Wednesday night in Chicago when I played at the Chicago Stadium for their Christmas fund. 25,000 people crowded in the stadium so that they might help someone who is not able to help himself. It was grand. Honestly, I got one of the greatest thrills I ever got in my life when Mayor Kelly introduced me to the audience as the mayor of Texaco Town. It was really a great kick. And when I got through, I was acting there as master of ceremonies, and when I got through, I went back to my hotel. I was tired, but I was happy, and I fell asleep. In about 20 minutes, there was a knock on the door. I opened up the door, and there was a gentleman standing there, a little bit under the influence of alcoholic beverages. Did I say that right? Beverages? And he looked at me and he says, "Pardon me, young fella, get the wrong room. Pardon me, wrong room." And he went away. About an hour later, another knock at the door. I opened up, same fella there. He says, "Pardon me, fella, wrong room." 4 o'clock in the morning, I was in the arms of Morpheus. That's the goddess of sleep. And I felt a key in the keyhole. I tiptoed off the bed, opened up the door. The same fellow was there. He looked at me and says, "Good heavens." He says, "Have you got every room in this hotel?" I love to spend each Sunday with you. As friend to friend, I'm sorry it's true. I'm telling you just how I feel. I hope you feel that way too. Let's make a date for next Sunday night. I'm here to stay. Will be my delight. Good night.
Be sure to listen in again next Sunday evening at this same hour for Eddie Cantor in Texaco Town. In the meantime, whenever you hear the siren and bell, think of Texaco Fire Chief Gasoline. This program has come to you from Hollywood, California. This is James Wallington speaking. Good night. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Nine p.m. BULOVA, Bulletin Watch Time, WABC, New York.